Hi friends, I just want to come with a little update about some few things I have found and my own situation before I continue with what I promised for 14 days ago or something like that. But we have the Doomsday Clock. It seems they have made a book that they call the Doomsday Clock at 75. And the clock is not at 75, and it has not been. I think is on 100. But I made this comment in the section to this commercial for the book they made, and of course that's one more example for how they gamble with life on Earth, and then they make books and movies and things about it and earn money on it, on their game they are playing with us. So, but I made this comment: 75 is the IQ for retarded person, and I had put some pictures up in the slideshow and talked about the article with the stalked woman, where I came back to something with retarded people. And some also say that they are trying to dump down the humanity. So I think that is true. They try to make us dumber. They try to lower our intelligence. And the lower our intelligence is, the more easy it is for them to cheat us and trick us. And I think their goal is to get humanity down on an IQ that is compared to retarded people. But I'll show you different kind of pictures I found. The other day I was reading in an old magazine, and there was this commercial for After 8. The world of After 8, and I could have a suspicion that After 8 is when you have become pregnant, so life continue. We have the 8, the circle that never ends, but we have a woman under a crown. She has some kind of rosemary colors on, red dress and white around her head, and the man has a red tie with the stripes that looks like something is still going on. But there another man who give her a chocolate with the waves on. It's a chocolate that is square formed. It's called After 8. And here I think about when I was hit with electricity that hunted me from above. I had this feeling that it was like they made the electricity stronger just when the clock has passed 8. And once I had a ring on my finger, it becomes totally hot, so I had to take it off because it burned my finger. But we also have Ukraine. We have got 2 refugees families, women with children, as far as I have heard, here where I live. And of course people are crazy to help them in any ways. Just a little note that it's interesting to see how much people will do to help when it's a big cause, and none of those who are doing a lot of things and making a note like this and talking to authorities and things about these people, how to help them, none of them was helping me when I needed them. but they now want to forbid the poison called Roundup. So there we have something with in sprøjte in Denmark means also it's the same name we use for the injection needle. We call it a sprøjte. But there we have the round, the circle, and something up. But I also saw a little video with this person. Hashem destroyed the Greek, but they laugh at us, and we didn't recover from the Romans. Seems to what he's talking about here is something all the way back to the Greek and the Romans, and you know, I made this one with the asterisk connection, where I got the suspicion that the problems we have in the world today actually goes a couple of thousand years back, maybe. But I want to show you what he's saying. So what did they say? They say it's the Jews celebrating their victory over us. But who really won? We won. We got a poison into their veins. Very, very good. What's now that for something? I really don't know who he is and what religion he has and what, but it's something weird what he's saying here. But I also, to my second-hand market, I get a lot of things from another second-hand who throw things out. And the other day there were this print plate, I think it's called, from some kind of technique. It was the only thing there was, so I don't know what it is used for. But here we see a person who has made some technique that seems to have some kind of a heart. But I see some interesting things here. In the bottom of the heart, where we often say, I love you from the bottom of my heart, it has got the number 28. But it also seems to there a round circle where there could be a light, a red light, that there are none. And it has not got any number either. But that was just a little funny thing. But my dear prince, keep on hunting me. You know, I said the other day I was contacted by a profile who had his picture, and I started to write to him, but I could see I have asked him a question, and I could see he has been online and he has not been in and answer me, so I wrote to him and said, I don't think you're serious enough. But then some very few days later, a new profile contacted me with the picture of the prince and also his name. But he didn't match me, but he had just sent a message to me. And there you see the other from the other day I was talking about. And funny enough, I had got this message at 9:18. So there we have the number 9, and we have 18. That could be 666. But I'm a simple, honest man with good heart. I hate lies. I love real people. I don't know how far it will go with him. But the only conversation I've had was saying hi, and then he asked me if I am married. So they're interested for if I'm married or not. The marriage thing. But very often I get some contacts from United Arab Emirates, and very close to this profile contacted me. I also got from another Dubai profile that was called One Way, and we have a ship in the water or two ships. But one way, I think it's some kind of signal to me. There's only one way, and that's forward, no matter how many problems people make for you. But another person also contacted me, a person called Du Bois, and he, funny enough, mentioned something with cry. So here I think about the crybaby and the criers that is collecting seed and throws it down. He seems to be a person who wants to tell me that I can trust him, and he is at the same side as me, and he has woken up. I cannot say. There are a lot of people with the name Du Bois, so he could be on my side, but he could also be a person who's just stealing my time and try to fool me. But I searched Du Bois, meaning, yeah, it's very close to Dubai. Du Bois, it seems to mean tree. In French, Du Bois. I don't know if that's the way French say tree. But there we have a connection to the family tree also in that name. And it also says it means wood. So he could be one of those who maybe are cutting wood. So he has just contacted me to target me. But what did I also find with the boys? There were a picture with a snake. Well, and this one, Du Bois, it doesn't seem to have something to do something good. It looks more evil, I will say. And of course I found a dentist. He was one of those who popped up in the start when I searched Du Bois. A dentist. So there we have the connection to the teeth and pulling out teeth. Destroying people's teeth. But this one from a newspaper: the war can give investments in weapon industry in from the cold. And we know this jet, the rich people's children, we call the jet setters. So I think what is going on now with the war is something that is preparing the jet setters to get a good life, to earn good money in the future. And the cold, there could also be something with the frozen seeds and frozen eggs, I think. But another thing I got to my second-hand market was these glass that we know something similar is used to create children in the fake way. You can say it's a coincidence. I have never got something like this in my market, but we know everything is out on the second-hand markets. So, but I just found it a little weird. So I could have a suspicion the woman who gives me a lot of things from her market could be working together with some of the stalkers, so it could be a part of the stalking, or maybe she is run by something higher that she's not aware of. So I cannot say. But we also have this president in the war. He has been a comedian also, and here we see him with the snowflakes. Where else have we seen snowflakes? At the Olympic in Beijing, the latest. They used it to the fire, to the Olympic fire, and the girls were dancing with the snowflakes. And the eggs also. We have from Petco 2 the snowflakes. We have from my son's child case. And what do we have here who could look at the same shape with the six star, the jutes?